in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense changing the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs.
Turning it on! Quick step and go! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Willis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that guy.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kentucky going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass. It's Green. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it.
Touchdown, Ohio State! He got a step and just dusted the field. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. Listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over NC State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented...
There he goes. Powers through. Steered out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Hill. Lets it fly. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. The give on the inside. Plows through the defense. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice, elusive.
Free up the gut. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. they score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To throw, it's screen. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 28 over NC State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The short hands, it's Barber. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Dropping back, it's Hill. Keeps looking downfield. Look out, he's got room. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 72 yards, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Rushes on him. Got it set up on the outside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young. DeBosa's Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the catch. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Gives it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And that one will give them the lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Ohio. The Mac.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He might want another play. Looking to throw it screen. Quarterback adapting. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Smashes ahead. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked him right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Toss sweep to the right. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on. Sends it downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Hill. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of this matchup somewhere else.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pumps it downfield. Makes the run. They will score. Touchdown Buckeyes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with a nil.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Off play action. Quickly complete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Wants to bring it back. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
He's taking the shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so